Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we have mostly taken care of the transitional unrest as a result of our unexpected succession recently. So that is pretty good, and we should be clear to go to war against the Aztecs now, if that is indeed what we want to do, which I think it is. So we do need to make sure that we have a good pretext to declare war on them. We have plenty of CBs to choose from. I guess we could just do a religious reconquest of some random duchy. I don't really want to gain some random land here, though. I guess if we took the southernmost duchy here, we're eventually going to be conquering Iberia. Not really eventually, but in the near future, actually. So this would sort of be joined up with that. On the other hand, we could try to take back the land that they took from us, which would be kind of appropriate, and we know there's good defensive terrain here that we can bait them into attacking us in. Well, it's the one mountainous county, actually. But I think we are going to need to do that, so maybe that would be the best choice. So the Duchy of Savoy. There is a timing issue as well. We did discover in the last war that it being winter here is kind of a big deal, and maybe we should just wait a couple of months so that we can get our armies into place in the spring or summer. So if we declared in January, we'd probably be able to spend a couple of months getting our armies together, get them in place by March or so. Maybe we'll just wait till January, that's probably a good idea, and we can hold a feast in the meantime just to consolidate our vassal opinion. Okay. We can actually hold a grand tourney now. If we are older than 16, okay. Which we are not. So we'll just settle for a feast. Jerusalem declaring war, okay. And hopefully this feast will actually end in a timely fashion and not drag on into March or April, as can sometimes happen. Though I suppose if it's February or so, by the time we actually declare the war, that would be okay. Yeah, we'll get musicians. My uncle Maximus asked me for a fief of his own. We'll mention a church career. Hopefully the plot against him will succeed and he'll stop bothering me. We'll spend enough to satisfy everyone's hunger. And send out the invitations. Our vassal refuses. He's in hiding, okay. And we need a new steward, so... Well, the Duke here is already very happy with me, so we're not going to gain any opinion for appointing him. I guess we may as well give it to him anyway, since he's just as good. So, assuming that we can actually win this war and wipe out the rest of the Aztecs' Events 1 troops, we should be able to stop worrying about them basically forever. Well, until we actually have to attack them for their land, of course. You cut the throat of one of my servants. We'll have to imprison him. He liked the food, okay. You refused more wine. He's complaining about the food, okay. Refused more wine. Okay guys, I've got a war to declare here. He's already imprisoned, but we'll double imprison him. I made certain I danced with several different persons, and I think we all had great fun. Okay. Anytime now. The servants are just dropping like flies. Keep imprisoning people. You'd think they'd learn from the previous imprisonments that I frown upon people cutting the throat of my servants. And now he's complaining about the food, which really seems totally acceptable in comparison to what other people are up to here. Refuse more wine. He liked the food, okay. Alright, everyone has gone home. And we get plus 10 opinion, which should make sure that things stay under control here. Alright, so it's getting on towards the end of February. I guess this is a little later than I wanted to wait, but it is what it is. So it was the Duchy of Septimania we wanted to take. Oh no, wait, it was actually Savoy, of course, yes. Because we need the defensive terrain. Nearby Aztec rulers might ask to join. I don't think there are any other Aztec rulers, so that's fine. Let's go for it. So we immediately see that most of their army is up here, which is fine by me. Well, most of their events want troops. Will take them a while to get down here. We can, in the meantime, get our troops raised and in position. So we have 11,000 from Italy here. And let's see, we should be able to get Corinthians from somewhere convenient. From here, actually. That will do. So the supply limit is pretty low here, but we're still in winter, which should end maybe not by the time you get there. So we'll not have you all stack up in the same county just yet. We already got your troops, of course. We need Sicily's troops, or Italy, or whatever they're calling themselves. Okay, we'll have you all land up here. And we'll just go and get all of the coastal troops. I think it's easier if we do it this way and then go back to load them all on the boats later. I guess you're all under Italy as well, aren't you? That's why we have no troops to raise there. Get Antioch. Can't get Syria, since they have no coast. Okay, I think that's most of them. Oh, we have some more people up here, of course. Okay. And the shortcut is C, I think? No, V, okay. So we got all of you. Ooh, it's Christmas again. I'll try to remember to turn off the Christmas music. Not that I don't like it, but it is kind of distracting, to me at least. Okay. We got all of you. Alright, and we'll have you all... Actually, why don't you all just stand off in the sea here, and we'll land you individually in separate counties so that we can do our best to avoid attrition. And in the meantime, we'll raise the rest of our troops. I didn't actually take any of my domain troops that initial group there. Oh, we've raised troops right on top of these raiders. That's not really a good idea. Let's just have you all meet there. We'll reinforce the battle, see how it goes. We'll have you all meet up here. Oh, I raised the boats in the wrong county, okay. You can come up here, okay. So does March make the supply limit any higher? I think we have to wait until April, which is fine. Turin can hold 18k. Just take half of this up here. And we won that battle, which is good. Alright, let's start getting some troops landed. We have 30,000 here, which we can put into Genoa. Alright, we'll get you into Savoy, where you are slightly over the supply limit, actually. Actually, no, it's just April now, so it should go up a bit. Or not yet, apparently. Oh, there it goes, okay. So in fact, this 4,000 can go on up to join them. Let me make sure that I put commanders in charge here. So we're basically just going to do exactly the same as we did in the previous war, but this time we'll hopefully have better numbers so that we can actually win the huge battle in the mountains in Savoy here. If not, we are still going to kill another big chunk of their event spawn troops, which is also fine by me. And I guess we raised some troops up here, which is kind of dangerous, but looks like we can get them out to somewhere useful. Okay, this 30,000, can you send you to Turin, actually? Can you get to this county? You are fine there, that's good. We lost a siege of one of our holdings up there. Not really a big deal. We lost a battle to raiders over here. Okay. Well, we have 9,000. We can go and take care of them. Let's put some of our lower tier commanders in charge, because we definitely need the better ones for our main war. Okay, so 20,000 over here in Savoy. We're going to want to put 28,000 here, 30,000 here, so that we can reinforce with as many as possible. A little concerned about putting some here, since they could come in and attack them from the west, but I guess if they do, that's fine, because this is mountains as well. Okay. We can't actually merge these. 57,000 actually will fit in Genoa under the supply limit, so that's fine. We have a new ecumenical patriarch, okay. So we'll move 26k over there for now. Okay, so we'll start with 8,000 up there. Okay, we won that battle. I will send some troops over to here to collect up some of these, or send some ships over to collect the troops, rather. And same over here. Oops, okay. Alright, so we're starting to see a decent number of troops from the Aztecs. Why don't you actually just go to this county? So in Turin we wanted 30k, so we'll just take a couple of thousand out of here. This is actually fine. You can head up here. Over here we can have 22k. So we'll send you around this way. Alright, here they come. Let's hope we've gotten enough troops in position quickly enough. Send you over here so you can be a bit closer. So they'll be here on the 19th of June. We do have commanders in charge. We can actually start these troops on their way right now, I think. We're not going to change their mind. Probably even these. Alright, the battle has started. Let's just have you all get on your way in. So it's going to be a week, I think, before our first reinforcements start arriving, which is not great. We don't have that many troops here. Hopefully they can hold out long enough, though. I think we are going to hold out long enough. Most of their reinforcements are in. It's got to survive a couple more days, okay. Now the main bulk of our reinforcements are going to be here in just one more day. We're up to 57k, okay. Oh, I've forgotten some troops from down here, that's unfortunate. Our boats haven't even arrived over here yet, okay. And probably was a mistake to send this army around the long way. We could have got them in quicker if we just sent them up through here, though we might have taken some attrition along the way as well. Alright, well let's just hope that we have enough numbers to actually carry this one for us. More reinforcements in on the 11th. Looks like we're making very good progress on the left here especially. We could break that, which would be a big deal. You're not going to be there till the 28th. Yeah, we are breaking that flank, okay. So that should definitely buy us enough time to get the reinforcements in, at which point we'll probably outnumber them, even if they get this 10k in. So I think we're going to do it. No problem, as it turns out. Okay, so 96% war score from that. Probably we are missing the 4% or so from the one holding that we lost up here. And I'm assuming that we killed most or all of their Events 1 troops. They've got 15,000 left, which is not a big deal. We will follow the retreating troops here and try to wipe them out completely. Of course, this army is going to take a bunch of attrition here. Let's see, we'll take whichever parts. Actually, we'll just cancel you, and you. I don't want to take too few because they do still have quite a large army there. They're all headed to Genève. We actually got there first, which is great. Let me just make sure that there are some commanders here. And With you guys, I think I'll just assault this quickly. Should get us 100%. And we'll wait for this battle to finish so that we can wipe out as many troops as possible. Captured a chief. See how many Events 1 troops they're down to. 6,000. I think we can let them keep 6,000. And we'll just enforce our demands. Take back the land they took from us. Grant it all to random new nobles. And let's see, the duchy title. We already have him vassalized, okay. So he probably just wants the vassalage of the counts in here. I guess we'll give to him. At least one more county. Okay, I think that's it. We can disband these, hopefully before they take unnecessary attrition here. And we'll dismiss everything else, which I think is all in our territory, so that should be fine. Okay then, so that is basically the Aztecs eliminated as a threat. With no more Events 1 troops, they're just basically down to France's levies, which is something that we could definitely handle in the future. So we'll have no more trouble going to war against them. My vassal has requested a lower rank vassal serve him. I'm sure that he has a point. We'll just take his word for it. But next time we'll probably go to war against some of the people in Iberia. I just actually noticed they've apparently completed the Reconquista. They've taken all of the land in Iberia, so as a reward we'll go in there and take all of their land from them. And I think one of my vassals here has taken some land here too. In a holy war, I assume. Which I'm also fine with. Anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here and get started with that in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.